Hello friends, in today's class we are going to see example for LR1 items. Okay, welcome back here, and here I'll show you those rules, how those rules can be, help us to get our LR1 item, as well as later in this lecture or maybe in the next lecture we'll see the LR1 collection. Okay, so let's apply these rules over here and let's see what exactly these rules are implemented in different situation. So now as does derive dot s. So what is the rule here? That I will add a dollar over here, and then I will write here dot is in front of s. So as derive, I will write here AA. Okay. So now we can start learning or applying this rule from here only. That after s nothing is there, after dot is in front of s, alpha part I'm not interested, before I'm not interested, but after s nothing is there, so I can just directly copy this symbol over here. Dot is in front of a, and I will write here dot small a and a derive dot b. I'll write over here, and here what I have to add a follow symbol. Okay, so now which rule is applicable? Alpha before, again I'm not interested. What is after alpha? So there is a non-terminal capital A, and the moment there is a non-terminal, what we do? We calculate first of it. Okay, so I will write here any symbol which is nothing but your first of capital A. Okay, so first of capital A, and provided we have to careful with epsilon, so that is A or B. So what I will write here as a symbol is I will write here A or B and A or B. Okay, so this thing that I have written over here is because of first. If it is epsilon, I'll go to the next symbol, that is dollar. This is your one state of your LR1 collection. Okay, so let's see the second example and different situation here. So s dash derive dot s, fine, followed by dollar, the trivial rule, and then I'll add the s production, s derive dot aa, then I'll add s derive bac and s derive dot dc and s derive dot bda and a derive. Okay, I'll come to a later. So but here I'll put a dot, and here I have to put a symbol, and here you can see that after s nothing is there. Okay, if nothing is there, then here I can just copy this dollar over here. So I will copy all the dollar symbol over here. Now dot is in front of a, and I will add the production a derive dot d, and here I have to write a symbol, but that rule for s, and this is the closure operation, and that's why this a derive d dot is dot d is being added. What this before, again I'm not in. After a, what is this symbol? Terminal, non-terminal, nothing. So this is qualified as what? Terminal. So here I will write that terminal as it is over here, and that will be your first state or one of the state of your LR1 collection. Now s dash derive, next example, dot s, and I will add here dollar. Now here s derive a b and s derive b a. In this case here, the symbol here in this after s, again nothing is there, and if nothing is there, I can directly write over here is dollar and dollar. Okay, and put a dot in front of it. Dot is in front of a, and I will include a derive dot a, and I will also include b derive dot b, and then I have to comment about the follow symbol over here. Okay, so a derive dot a is coming from this place, right? And after, again before, now what is after a? After a there is a symbol a, so I will write here a. Similarly b derive dot b will come from this place, and again I am not interested in what is before b, what is after b? Terminal, and that is the best situation. I'll include that terminal over here. So I hope you are getting used to this situation of calculation of this LR1 item, as well as the next we will talk about LR1 collection. But after dot, we are including we're doing some closure operation, and what is the symbol is present over there. Okay, so let's see the last example over here. E dash derive dot E, I will add here a dollar, and E derive dot T plus E, and E derive dot T, and here I will add the production. What should I add here in this case is after nothing is there, hence dollar and dollar. Now this T derive ID. Why I am including this? So there are two production. There is a dot in front of dot ID. Okay. Now what should I write here? Now if you consider there are two different cases. I can copy this ID from this one by expanding this one, and this time it is followed by a terminal which is plus. So there can be a terminal which is followed from here, and that is plus. Another situation can be it is coming from this, and after T nothing is there. In that case it will be only dollar. Okay, so there are two situations why I am adding this. Or you can think of a situation that because of this I will add T derive dot ID, and in that case your follow symbol will be plus, and for this one I will also include T derive dot ID, and in that case will be dollar for this one. Okay, so but there are two T's are there and two situation, and plus and dollar will be in the follow set. So then combine I can write in this way. Okay, so that's all for this rules implementation, and in the next section I will create this collection, LR1 collection, and we'll finally draw the LR1 parsing table. So that's all for here. Thank you.